The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. And this is caught inside the 30, and here he comes. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. From the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
And the crowd starting to rise up on this early 3rd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Throws to the tight end. Finds space on the right. Oh, a lot of space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The offense changing the play. They'll toss it to the left. Creates a little space. Turning on the Jets. Oh, there's the ball. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And, man, you know this guy dreamed of starting this game off right and running the football and positive and being the guy throughout the day, not coughing it up on the first carry. Going to have some resilience because he's going to get more totes, and he's got to make sure he's ready for them.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Grabs it inside the 15. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, running back gets to give. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that, baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. To the air, it's Raiola. Under fire. Got it in the middle, it's Barry. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires left. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Oregon! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They'll line up to go for 2.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Great starting point. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. From the gun, the running back looking for room. At midfield, he's got room. It's a seam wide open. He's at the... And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. They bring it down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
And the Ducks want to crank the tempo.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around, and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better check.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. He's got the tight end. The decision to go for 2 proves to be a good one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. will attack from the gun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun to give, looking for room. He'll go down well behind the line of scrimmage, and that 6 yards they picked up on the last play, they just gave it right back. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, after that incompletion, now you got 4th down in your own end. But based on the fact they've scored 2 touchdowns and kicked the field goal now, they've been looking pretty good. And if I'm the head coach, I think I'm putting a lot of faith and trust in my offense to go get this thing.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes a catch, 1st down, and maybe a lot more. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's...
Pick off! What a play by this defense! Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Oregon! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a... The Ducks will put total leather and will get started. Sort of lost it in the sun and muffed it. Here's the return from inside the 25. Looking for a man. It's Knight. He's going for it all. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47.
You usually want want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive, get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in this stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield, making something happen.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Got his man. There he goes. Wide open spaces. Almost took it all the way there. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Nice move to keep. It's a running room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we You've got to be able to hit on him, and you saw one right there. That time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he loses the ball, keeping his own end. He goes down for a loss on the return.
All right, let's go return, guys. You've got to do a better job with ball security. You know these coverage unit teams, they got 50-yard runs at you. They're coming in with a big head of steam. You're not making a miss. You've got to have 2 hands on the ball.
Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Bro, Queso.
I'll tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football.
Oh my God, this is a weird ass game, bro.
Trying to throw it, I don't like it. More downs here to try to make up.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
He's got it down the right side. Open spaces. Turning it on. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oregon.
And QBs love their big tight ends, especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggone receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
And he takes this from inside the 5.
Returners only get so many chances in a game. You really want to maximize. You want to take it to the house. You want to make those big plays. But a lot of times you forget about that small detail of securing the football. He gave it up, but thank goodness he didn't turn it over.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Brown will throw it. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Return goes out of bounds.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. He wants to change this route. Trying to turn the corner on the right. They tried to turn the corner on him, but the defense was ready, and they knocked him down for a loss.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
Going for it all. Makes a grab down the middle. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Release to the back. Intercepted, and the post drive ends with a pick. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
Wants to go up top on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking at.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on third down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked off.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. He's not afraid to go deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, how about the rough starts for these offenses? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turn it over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Looking to buy time. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Unleashes one. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10.
You know, these little 1, 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
Halfway with it. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
What a great job by this defense. You get 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it. And you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Couldn't quite hang on to that one, and this red zone defense came that close to forcing the turnover. 3rd down coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it. Caught inside the 30, and he'll bring it back. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Back to throw, it's Knight. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other. The players don't like each other. This is going to be a great ball game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. It just... kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. Takes it inside the 25, and he'll bring it back. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets him to the 41. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense knew coming into tonight they had to be able to get pressure on the quarterback, and they are wasting no time. They get a sack on the first play of the game.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll send the back in motion. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Looking to throw on first down. Wasting no time taking a shot. Looking for the goal line. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his 25. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Sends it back in motion. From the gun. Give on the inside. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to throw, it's Raiola. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you it's so much better to go for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
It'll be 3rd and long. Trying play action. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle. Makes a connection. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Back to pass, it's Raiola. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He might want another play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. He's loose. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Here's some...
Touchdown, Oregon! A great catch and run for 6. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Still on his feet at the 45. Speeding down the left side. He's at the touchdown Wolverines. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Making side adjustments here. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Toss to the outside. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground here. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency in getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
The snap sets up the throw. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Tight end now in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Ducks line it up with a first and goal. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he added the extra play. Sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Oh, right through his fingers, he muffed it. Hauled in inside his 30, and he'll head the other way. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Motion from the back. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it at the 15. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Michigan.
And a really nice job by the quarterback. He drops back. He knows where he's going with the football. You can tell. He sees this guy coming from left to right, running that post down the middle of the field, throws it. Perfect timing to his receiver. He catches the football, takes it into the end zone.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for games.
Going up top. He caught it. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he muffs it, a loose football. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Thrust that arm out. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. Bring in the heat. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They've only converted 1 time in 3 fourth down attempts, but they'll try to move the sticks with this one. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Quarterback making checks. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. They'll try the outside to the left. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Bro, Queso, I gotta show you what the fuck I just did this nigga with. Oh my god. I had this nigga click the Rosewood.
Kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Return starts from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Toss play, running right. Just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Incomplete. He was
as hit as he threw the ball, that's a big third down defensive play.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking deep to the right side. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your offense, and maybe this is something you thought about all week in these situations, but when it's on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now your defense is already playing with their backs against the wall.
Now the offense is set up with a short field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab made by the tight end. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. He's looking to throw. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Normally for this offense, down in the red zone, they love to go to the tight end, and they try to go to him. He drops the ball. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I might think about trying to give him another shot.
Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on 3rd down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the first down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board.
Finds his man, has the first down.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on 4th down where you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a first down.
To throw, it's Wyola. Looking to the end zone. And the ball is picked off. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, how about the big 300-pound defensive lineman getting his paw on that football and bringing it in for an interception?
Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. It's a toss play to the right. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
He's looking deep again. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Look out, he's loose. Touchdown, Oregon. They draw first blood in this national title game.
Boy, this tight end is an absolute weapon with the ball in his hands. They get him the ball, and the whole crowd seemed to know what was about to happen. He took off and took it to the end zone.
Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Not fielded cleanly. It's a loose football. Turn starts inside the 15. So the ball changes hands, and the offense finds itself backed up inside their own 10. To throw, it's Wyola. Tries the right with a quick throw, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Looking to make a big play downfield. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Incomplete, a huge 4th down.
Hey, Tay. Bitch, boy, I just won a natty. I just fucking won 8 games in a row. Fuck, nigga. Well, no, because my first game, my team wasn't upgraded. I lost 56 to 60 fucking 3. If you fucking go 5-0, you go to the playoffs. You got a bye week, play the championship, and then you play the goddamn natty shit. 7 to 8 games. On demon time,
points away to get us going. Turn begins inside the 25-yard line. They're just able to stop him, but that is a great return there. He's a dangerous guy with the football. It's a great spot to start this drive. And the offense gets a chance to start with a short field. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. This, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
They convert on 3rd down now. Sets up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's 3rd and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one. And now they're in business.
No, I'm still wrong.
O'Gain makes it 2nd and goal from the 9. Looking to pass. It's Jordan. Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete.
Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on 3rd down coming up.
Incomplete again. A 3rd straight misfire. Brings up 4th down now. So they're short on 4th down. The coach decides to try out the field goal team. Oh, and he knocks it right through. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Quarterback making some changes on the line. Toss play to the outside. Breaks into the clear. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a 1st down at the 42.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of the offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Tight end makes the grab. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
1st down, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Pass hot, can he get in? Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
1st and goal, handoff. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that 2nd level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
Oh, it's muffed. The ball is loose. Short boot fielded inside the 30. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. looking to throw. It's Jordan. Deep shot to the left side. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum. And a chance at a big play.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. This time it's complete. He's in the clear. Heads out of bounds for a solid gain.
That was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Gets made on the out route. Defense shoves it out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
Bringing pressure. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works. So 4th down and 15. The offense is out there going for it. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it's incomplete. Will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
Starts in the shadow of their own end zone. To throw, it's Knight. There's contact on the throw. Oh, and he dives to make a beautiful catch there. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Let's see what they can create here now to avoid a 3rd and long. And he's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Grabbed by the receiver. And he's tackled immediately, so not much of a gain on the play. Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. Moves out of the pocket. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
4th down. He's throwing for it. and he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Well, Chris, there's crazy, then there's what we just saw. I'm not sure what this head coach is thinking. Late in the game, trailing by a bunch, I get. But you've got time, way too early in this game to go for it on 4th and a mile.
Quarterback making adjustments down what the defense is showing. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Caught near the goal line, and he scores. Touchdown, Oregon. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely, but when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line.
Oh, boy. The kick returner catches a break. His teammate was able to recognize the ball on the ground and immediately made a heads-up play to get on top of it.
The offense begins this drive, backs to their own goal line, set up at the 3. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking for his back. With sure hands, it's Joyner. Here he goes. Across midfield. Out past the 30. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. So one explosive play has put this offense in scoring position, getting close now to the red zone. Oh, the pass is picked off.
Boy, the quarterback gets trolled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
And the back now goes in motion. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Going for a big play downfield. The deep shot is caught for a big gain. Bursts into space. He takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. The Buckeyes will kick this away to get us going here. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Runner takes the toss, runs to his left. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed, the ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
Looking to throw it deep. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43.
Now you got to be careful of creating one-on-one opportunities against this offense. You start to get your safeties down a little bit close to the line of scrimmage, you're going to create one-on-one chances, and this quarterback is good enough to make you pay for it.
He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence.
He's got it near the end zone. He will score. Touchdown, Ducks.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. It's a muff. They scramble for the ball. Fielded up near the 25. Looking for some space. It's White. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Finds an open target on the left side. Breaks into the clear. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there. Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
He's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Wide open downfield. He's in the clear. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He broke away and they couldn't catch him. If you play quarterback, how about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down to the 48.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
It's a deep shot to the right. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. Offense racing down the field. It sets up a first and goal inside the 10. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Oregon.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now can the defense do their job and get a stop and give this hot offense the football back?
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They'll return it from inside the 5.
That return backfires on them. Now their offense is stuck with the ball inside their own 10.
The offense begins this drive, backs to their own goal line, set up at the 3. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it in the open. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
Back to throw. It's Jennings. Good as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. And the running back takes the handoff. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
The Buckeyes will look to convert here on 4th down. That's reeled in. It's Coleman. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. Offense building momentum on this drive. It's a 1st down at the 44. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. He escapes the pocket. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. 7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
And the punt down at the 35. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. To the air, it's Raiola. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, what a grab! They make the stop, but it's a big play with 31.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
So the explosive play changes the complexion of the drive. They're set up outside the 30 now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to chuck it again. Quick throw over the middle. He's got his man in the open field. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Ducks. A touchdown to the big tight end. We're seeing it more and more on Saturdays and Sundays, Kirk.
Well, the tight end saying, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Don't forget I'm a pretty good player, too. All the attention being put on the wide receivers out on the perimeter. It's going to make this defense have to focus on the interior, making sure where that tight end is and trying to slow him down.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive.
Well, that returner might not see very many more chances in this game. But that's a real heads-up play by his teammates to recover the ball so the offense can keep possession.
So the drive will begin back up at their own 6-yard line. Back to throw. It's Jennings. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Wants to throw it. A deep shot to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. The Buckeyes will come to the line to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Back-to-back deep shots. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Oh, look, he's chucking it deep again. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for a man deep on the right side. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Looking to throw it on first down. Takes a shot at the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, they go with the dagger concept here on this play, but unfortunately the quarterback could not get it to his intended target running on that vertical route.
Looking to throw. It's Jennings. Going for the touchdown here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. That's a fumble. Who's going to come up with it? It's grabbed by the kicking team.
That is an incredible job by his kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
See if they can punch it in. It's 1st and goal. On the toss play, runner moving left. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And the extra point was up and good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. defense adjusts. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
I mean, we're not even to halftime yet, and I don't think this guy wants to take a break once we get to the half. That's his 5th catch and counting.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it fly to the wide out. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 40. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Now here he goes. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. 1st down.
Boy, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between a quarterback and a receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Throws it to the right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oregon.
What a security blanket for this quarterback. When in doubt, just throw it to the big man and let him go up and make the catch for the touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded just inside the 25. They get him down at the 39-yard line after an excellent return. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Short pass finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Back to pass. It's Jennings. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Catch made, a lot of space now. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And the PAT is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Now here's the toss play. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy, because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
Lets it go quickly. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Ducks. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
The extra point is good. Back in front of this shootout, 35-28. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. The drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Caught quickly. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. Now someone moved just a bit too early. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down after that previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Let's go. What a fantastic half we've had here. We talk about a last-minute lead change through the air, and we can only hope the second half's going to be as exciting as this has been.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. The BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. Starts with a quick pass to the left off the RPO. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. Ducks will kick it off to begin the second half. Return begins inside the 10. And they've got the returner corralled.
Well, this returner is about to get an earful, but at least the coach isn't as mad as they would have been if they ended up losing the ball.
So the drive will begin backed up at their own 6-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. A deep shot right down the middle. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down. Tied up here in the third quarter. These second down and long plays become important as they try to avoid third and long. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, he makes the catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Gets the first and still running.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator to go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes a handoff. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Chris, what I love here is just a vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
looking to keep this drive rolling. Gonna run it. It's White. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards.
Well, if you're going to run an ISO play with that pulling guard, the running back's got to do a better job of getting behind those big linemen to hope that a hole will open up. Here he tries to bounce it to the outside, and there's just no room out there.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands. 7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. To the air, it's Jennings. Close to the tight end. He's wide open, look out. Tackle made after a big gain, all the way to the 36.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. 3rd and short now on the 10th play of this drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. On the run, he'll let it go. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it, enough for a 1st down. Touchdown, Ohio State, to put them on top now. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and you reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
PAT puts him in front by 7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Tight end goes in motion. Here's the toss play now, running left. The tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. What a catch! And he's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a 1st down. The Ducks looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a 1st down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
The pass rush closing in. He makes the grab. Breaks into the clear. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27. The Ducks with 1st and 10 here.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you...